Many people believe that aging is synonymous with weakness, pain, and limitations. But let me challenge you. Is it really age, or is it the lack of movement? The body doesn't just break down overnight at 50 or 60. It simply responds to how it's been treated. If you stop, it weakens. If you move, it comes back to life. The more you avoid physical effort to save yourself, the faster you lose energy and independence. It's like a machine left in the corner. The less it's used, the faster it rusts. The secret isn't endless rest, but the right kind of stimulation. And those can be much simpler than you think. Today, you're going to discover the 8 anti-aging exercises that truly matter. Movements that not only strengthen your muscles, but also preserve what's most valuable, your independence and confidence to live well. And if you think you already know what they are, get ready because some of them will surprise you. Stay until the end of this video. The 7th exercise will catch you off guard. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Many people are surprised when they realize that the difficulty of getting up from a chair or even from the toilet isn't just about age, but about losing strength in the leg muscles. It's like the foundation of a house starting to weaken. Everything on top becomes unstable. The squat is exactly the repair for that foundation. It restores firmness to the thighs and glutes, which are the body's main pillars. It's not about doing exercise. It's about making sure simple tasks like standing up on your own remain a natural part of life. Now think about the act of sitting and standing. How many times a day do you do that? On the couch, in bed, at the kitchen table. Dozens of times without even noticing. The squat is the conscious version of that movement. To do it correctly, place your feet shoulder width apart, keep your chest open, and look straight ahead. Then bend your knees as if you were sitting down on an imaginary chair, lowering yourself slowly until you feel your thighs working. Afterwards, return to the starting position, always with control. It may seem simple, but when done with focus, it's a real remedy against the loss of strength. For beginners, using a chair is the best strategy. Just sit down and stand up slowly without using your hands for support. Those who feel more confident can hold water bottles, a bag of rice, or even a backpack to increase intensity. It's like adjusting the weight of your groceries at the store. The heavier it is, the harder the effort, but always within what your body can handle. Here's a crucial detail. Don't let your knees cave inward, and don't arch your lower back. Imagine you're wearing an invisible vest that keeps your posture strong. This small adjustment prevents injuries and ensures that every repetition becomes a true investment in your independence. The squat already opens your eyes to the importance of leg strength, but wait until you see the next movement, one that not only builds stronger arms and chest, but also transforms posture and confidence in everyday life. Few people realize it, but losing strength in the arms and torso can turn simple tasks into unexpected challenges. Pushing a heavy door, carrying groceries, or even using your arms to get out of bed all require muscles that, over time, become sluggish. The adapted push-up steps in here as real training for independence. It's not about athletic performance. It's about making sure your body stays ready for daily life. After all, no one wants to rely on someone else to push or hold something basic. To perform it, you don't need a cold floor or a special mat. All you need is a wall. Place your hands at chest height, keep your feet slightly apart, and align your body like a solid plank. From there, slowly bend your elbows, bringing your chest toward the wall, and then return to the starting position. This version is perfect for beginners because it takes pressure off the shoulders and lower back. Over time, you can progress to a lower surface, like a dining table or even the arm of a sofa. And when confidence grows, the floor becomes the next step, where the exercise reveals its full strength. These adaptations make the exercise accessible to everyone. Beginners stay comfortable at the wall, while more experienced people can play with angles and intensity. It's like learning to push a heavier and heavier door. At first, just a light press is enough. Later, the body craves greater challenges. The most common mistake is letting the hips drop, turning the movement into an arch, or pushing the face too close to the wall, losing alignment. The best tip is to imagine your body as a straight, firm plank, moving as one unit. This simple image prevents errors and maximizes results. And if the push-up already shows the power of keeping your torso strong, Wait until you see the next exercise, which connects hips and spine in a quiet but transformative way. The hips are like the hinge of a door. When they're strong, everything opens and closes smoothly. When they weaken, the whole system creaks. Many cases of lower back pain that seem to appear out of nowhere actually come from this silent weakness. That's where the glute bridge becomes a key player. It's not just an exercise to strengthen forgotten muscles, but a true shield against pain and limitations. By activating the glutes and lower back, you create a kind of natural belt that stabilizes the spine and brings confidence with every step. The execution is simple, yet powerful. Lie on your back with your feet flat on the floor and knees bent. From there, lift your hips until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees, as if your body were an inclined plank. The secret is to rise slowly, feeling your glutes engage, and then lower with control. For beginners, using your arms at your sides as support helps build confidence. More advanced practitioners can play with challenging variations, like lifting one leg or holding the position at the top for a few seconds. What's interesting is how this movement mimics real-life situations. Think about getting up from a deep couch. Your hips need to push your body upward, and weak glutes make even this simple gesture a struggle. The glute bridge trains that exact ability. The most common mistake is lifting the hips too quickly, like a sudden jerk, or holding your breath, which creates unnecessary tension. The tip is to imagine your hips as an elevator. They rise smoothly, pause at the top, and only then come down under control. That small detail makes all the difference. And if the hips already show how vital they are for protecting your spine, the next exercise will reveal how your back can regain strength and posture with something as simple as pulling a resistance band. A hunched posture is almost like a silent symbol of aging, but it doesn't have to be. Shoulders that roll forward and a curved back not only change appearance, but also limit breathing, increase pain, and drain confidence. The resistance band row comes in as an antidote to this hunching. It reactivates muscles that have been asleep for years and brings back the sensation of opening your chest to the world. It's as if your body were saying, "I am steady, upright, and ready." The movement is simple, yet full of purpose. Just anchor the band to a fixed point. It could be a doorknob or even the leg of a sturdy table. Hold the ends with your hands and, seated or standing, pull it toward your body. The key is to open your chest while keeping your elbows close to your torso, as if you were bringing something in toward yourself. For beginners, light bands provide safety and control. For those looking for more of a challenge, increasing resistance or even improvising with water bottles works great. The most important thing isn't the weight, it's the awareness of the movement. What's interesting is how this action is part of daily life. Pulling open a heavy drawer, sliding a chair closer to the table, or even dragging a garden hose. All of these mimic the row. The most common mistake, however, is shrugging the shoulders, tensing the neck instead of strengthening the back. The tip is to imagine your shoulders dropping and opening, as if an invisible hanger were holding up your posture. That small correction transforms the exercise. The row already makes room for better breathing and more confident walking, and the next movement will show how a simple support on the floor can strengthen your core and protect your spine from persistent pain. A weak core is like a wall without a foundation. On the outside, it may look solid, but any pressure makes it collapse. That's exactly what happens to the lower back when the core muscles don't provide support. The modified plank comes in as the exercise that restores stability and protection. It doesn't just build a strong stomach, it creates a natural belt that supports the spine in every daily movement. It's a quiet exercise, with no motion, but with a powerful impact. The execution is simple but requires full attention. To start, place your forearms on the floor along with your knees, keeping your elbows aligned under your shoulders. Your body should form a straight line from shoulders to hips, without letting anything drop or rise too high. Take a deep breath, keep your core engaged, and hold the position for a few seconds. Over time, the natural progression is to lift your knees off the ground and support yourself only on your toes, turning your whole body into a solid plank. Here, every second matters more than any number of repetitions. In everyday life, this strengthening is what prevents pain when sweeping the floor. carrying a box, or simply bending down to tie your shoes. The most common mistake is letting the hips drop, creating an arch that overloads the lower back, or raising the hips too high, taking the work away from the abs. The best way to fix it is to imagine a firm belt, the kind that instantly adjusts your posture. That image helps keep everything in place. And if the plank already shows the power of the body's center, the next exercise will reveal how challenging balance and coordination might be the ultimate secret to walking safely at any age. Balance is one of the first abilities the body begins to lose with age, but it's also one of the most precious for independence. Just one stumble or misstep is enough to realize how instability can limit life. The static lunge comes in as training for both balance and strength, teaching the legs to work independently. It's almost like training each side of the body to cooperate, reinforcing the joints and restoring confidence when walking. To perform it, the starting position is simple. One foot forward, the other behind, as if taking a big step. From there, bend both knees slowly, keeping your torso upright and your gaze forward. The descent should be controlled without letting the front knee go too far past the toes. Beginners can use a chair or wall for side support to maintain confidence. Those seeking more challenge can go deeper into the movement, hold a light weight, or even use water bottles to intensify the exercise. It's a movement that adapts to every level. In practice, the lunge feels like taking a step in slow motion, as if testing the ground before moving forward. That sense of control strengthens not only the muscles, but also the mind, creating confidence with every movement. The most common mistake is stepping too far forward, which overloads the knee joint. To avoid this, just imagine descending in an invisible elevator, keeping everything aligned and smooth. That simple adjustment transforms the exercise into a powerful ally against falls. And if the lunge already challenges balance, the next movement shows how even the often overlooked calves can be the key to healthy circulation and steady steps. The calves are called the body's second heart by many specialists. That's because, in addition to supporting steady steps, they help pump blood back upward, improving circulation. When they get weak, it not only increases the risk of falls, but also swelling and discomfort in the legs. The calf raise, so simple and often underestimated, is actually a powerful preventive exercise. It strengthens the ankles, improves venous return, and restores confidence with every step. The execution is straightforward. Just stand up, hold onto a chair or wall for support, and slowly lift your heels until you're on your tiptoes. Hold for a moment at the top, then lower back down slowly, feeling the muscles work. For beginners, the support provides stability and reduces insecurity. For the more advanced, performing the movement on a step increases the range of motion, allowing the heels to drop below the toes. That small detail makes the exercise much more challenging and effective. In practice, it's the same gesture as trying to reach something stored on the top shelf of your kitchen cabinet, but by training it repeatedly, you strengthen your calves, ankles, and even improve your posture while walking. The most common mistake is doing it too fast, like a little uncontrolled bounce, which reduces effectiveness and increases the risk of ankle strain. The ideal is to imagine your feet as firm springs. They rise with energy, but lower with smoothness and precision. That simple adjustment changes everything. And if the calves already provide a solid base, the next exercise closes the list by showing how balance can be trained consciously, step by step, as if walking along an invisible line on the floor. Balance is one of those treasures you only notice once you start to lose it. Stumbling on sidewalks, feeling unsure when going downstairs, or even being afraid of slipping in the shower are all signs that the body isn't responding the way it used to. The balance walk, also called the tandem walk, is a simple but transformative tool to restore confidence. It's almost like relearning how to walk, but in a conscious way, training coordination, focus, and stability. The practice is intuitive. Just imagine a straight line on the floor and walk by placing one foot directly in front of the other, with the heel touching the toes. At first, it feels strange, as if the body resists following the command. But that effort is where the magic happens. The stabilizing muscles are activated, and the brain regains control of movement. For those who feel insecure, it's worth practicing next to a wall or counter for safety. More advanced individuals can add challenges, like closing their eyes or holding a light object, increasing complexity without losing control. In real life, this exercise is like rehearsing to walk along an invisible line. It's the same care you take when crossing a wet floor or walking on uneven ground. The most common mistake is looking down the whole time, which throws off posture. The tip is to keep your gaze forward, as if you were crossing a narrow but safe bridge. This mental image helps align the body and boost confidence. And if every exercise so far has shown how to preserve strength, posture, and mobility, now it's time to bring it all together into a clear vision of vitality and independence after 50. Now that you've learned the 8 anti-aging exercises, the question is simple. Are you going to just keep watching videos, or are you going to get up and start today? Because every day you stay still is one less day of strength, balance, and freedom in the future. Think about it. 10 years from now, do you want to be climbing stairs with ease, traveling with confidence, playing on the floor with your grandkids, or stuck with pain, limitations, and dependence on others? The difference between those two realities isn't luck or genetics, it's choice. And that choice starts now, so tell me in the comments, which of these exercises are you going to adopt first? I want to know your decision. And if you truly want to transform your life, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and share this video with someone who also needs that push. Because health and independence can't be postponed, they're earned.